This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan. With your host, Bradley Summers. And get the latest from Alpena Community College with ACC President Dr. Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host Bradley Summers, and today I have two very special guests. First guest is Preza Morrison with the Salvation Army, who brought along the Red Kettle chairperson, Margie Hucksma. Hi, Margie.
Hi there, Brad. How are you?
Good. And how are you doing, Preza?
Pretty amazing.
Awesome. Well, you know, I noticed you've been very busy on social media, getting the word out. Your Red Kettle campaign started at the beginning of November, which is the largest fundraiser that your organization runs each year.
Yes, it is.
And the importance of it is just immense. You know, I know you and I have talked about this many times, but you know, a lot of the reasons why it's so important are some of the things that are sitting here on this table.
Yes.
You know, you're providing and expanding and doing more with the resources that you're getting, which is also an amazing feat. Tell us a little bit about the Red Kettle campaign.
Well, the Red Kettle campaign is funds that we raise throughout the year that helps provide those services that we do throughout the year. And especially with the increase this year of almost every single one of our services, it's very vital that we raise the funds that we raise. And our goal for this year is $165,000.
That's incredible. And is there any update on where you are at this point?
Marge has the information.
Oh, Margie.
That's her job.
Well, as of December the 5th, we are 32% of the goal of the 165. So it's been raised $54,143. Wow. And we have left $110,856 before the Christmas campaign is over with. So people are donating marvelously and wonderfully, yeah. And it's been really exciting to see so many people being involved with ringing the bell, participating in giving in many different ways.
You know, and it's always that time of the year when you hear that bell and you know what it is, you know, that familiarity of going to the post office and seeing one of the wonderful people that are out there doing that.
Yes.
What are some of the ways that individuals can still get involved to help with the campaign?
Well, with bell ringing, again, they can go to registertoring.com, and they can register their day and their time and their site that they would like to ring at. And if they have any struggles with the computer, then they can go call me on the phone, and I can help set them up for that.
Awesome. So, I mean, you are still looking for volunteers?
Oh, yes. We're always looking for volunteers. And again, they can also make a monetary donation at our location at 722 North 2nd Avenue, and they can do it through the mail, too, which is same address, 722 North 2nd Avenue.
Awesome. And, you know, Margie, each year, I know that they pick someone really special in the community to be the Red Kettle chairperson for this event, which, you know, is an undertaking on itself, but you've done some things this year that are a little above and beyond, you know, getting the word out, which is an incredible asset, you know, for the Salvation Army and for the campaign itself. But you've put out a few billboards out in the community, advocating for this wonderful event. Talk a little bit about why this event and why giving back to the community is so special to you.
Well, for one thing, Christmas is very important, and the Salvation Army from its very beginning was concerned that people would know Christ as their Lord and Savior. It's Salvation Army, and so for years since 1865, when the Booths actually organized from United Methodist Church and turned it into the Salvation Army, has it become a vital part, not only with salvation, but also with helping people's needs. The people that are needy, they want to take care of. It's sort of like the hand of God alive within our community and within our system. I love the Salvation Army. I love all the other giving areas of our community as well, as you well know. And it's just a privilege and a humbled experience to be a part of this. And Banner Realty has set up within our office, we have a red bell, a kettle there, and she told me that at one point they raised $1,000 at our office, so that was really special. Friends come in and I kind of talk to them about it, and sometimes customers, and it's just been a really marvelous experience. And I've already been out ringing the bell for the Board of Realtors, because we do that too. And Banner Realty's got something wonderful planned on December the 12th. All of us will be for a whole day at Purchase IGA store ringing the bell. So it's a privilege and an opportunity to give back what's on our heart.
Yeah, it's just incredible the time and effort that you're putting in as well. Prisa, it's a huge undertaking to have any fundraiser in the community, but to have support from, and Margie, I'm gonna build you up here because
you don't need to.
I know, but you do a lot for this community outside just the Salvation Army too. You're part of boards and service clubs, and to have the attention that you have in the community to get people to rally behind you and and feel the passion that you have for whatever organization or especially the community that you live in, is an incredible asset. And I couldn't think of a better person as a chairperson
Wow, that's
as you.
really kind of you to say that. I love the Lord. He is the dominant person in my life, and I want to share whatever we've got to share, our talents. We're all given talents by God, and however we can share and be a blessing to other people is really what we want to do as individuals. So it's an opportunity, and I'm humbled by being a part of it. I love working with Prisa. She's tremendous. She's got a love and a passion that is enthusiasm and just runs over everybody and everything she does. And I just wish there were 20 of her.
Right?
Yeah.
I wish there were 20 of you as well.
Yes.
We wish there were 20 of you, too.
Well.
You're doing a great job at what you do. We really love and respect you, Brad. We think a lot of you and really appreciate who you are. And thanks for your giving as well.
Well, thank
and
you.
not only that, all these people in Alpena make Alpena wonderful.
That's right.
Because all these different areas, Habitat for Humanity, Hope Alliance, Shelter, all of these make Alpena a better place.
Yeah.
And I'm just so grateful to be a part of a community that gives so much.
And we don't have the organizations, the human services in our community without people that are recognizing the efforts that everybody's doing.
That's right.
Yes.
So it's because of boards and because of people like you and business owners and those types of individuals that help make this a better place to live. So thank you.
It's wonderful. Thank you.
And I wish both of you a lot of luck in the Red Kettle campaign this year, and getting that 68%, or was that 32% right now?
32% right now.
32%.
And Marge also has a challenge too.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, I
Filming
forgot about the challenge. Any nonprofit, it can be a club, it can be a church, anything that's nonprofit. The amount of times they ring the bell, whoever rings it the most can earn $500 that Banner Realty wants to give away to the person that rings the bell the most, the group.
Really? So any
Nonprofit.
any nonprofit in the community as an organization can step up to help with this?
Yep. Youth groups, it doesn't matter.
Really?
Yeah.
That's an incredible opportunity.
Well, I think it's wonderful, So I thought we'd get more bell ringers, more people participating and enjoying and have an opportunity to just be a part of this.
Awesome.
It's wonderful.
Well, thank you for your engagement.
Oh, it's my privilege. It really is.
It was wonderful having both of you on today. And thank you both for stepping up to be the chairperson for the Red Cattle campaign, and Prisa, as always, thank you for the great work that you and your team are doing over there, and making it so that these items can make it to people's homes and food in the bellies of individuals that are food insecure in our community. So thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us in segment 1. Please stay tuned after the break for Justin Christensen Cooper from Art in the Loft. Welcome back, everyone. Our next guest is Justin Christensen Cooper from Art in the Loft. Hey, Justin.
Hey, Brad.
How you doing? Good.
Back again. This is nice.
I love having you on the show.
It feels like my own sofa.
It's kind of nice,
I'll take it. Yeah, it's great.
Been sat in by some absolutely incredible people in our community.
The prior guests were great,
including yourself.
Well, now here we go.
So I know you're busy all year round. I mean, you have your special events. You have a lot of culinary and visual arts classes that are offered to the community. And right now, one of the focuses that you have as one of your exhibits is the Winterview series.
Yeah, you're right. So it is. We do. It's never like a downtime. And people tend after the holidays, things kind of die down and things get, we're just, we just kind of keep chugging along, and our team over there does a great job of that. And so, like you said, our Winter View Artist Exhibit is actually kind of on a record pace. Right now we have over 35 local artists all on display.
Wow.
Yeah. Typically that winter show kind of dies down. Snowbirds, it's winter in Alpena, people leave. But ours is maintaining, which is great. And so the gallery is chock full right now. So we just opened a week ago, and the Winter View will actually last until March 3rd, or whatever that first Saturday in March is. We are open just as a retail space. I think sometimes people forget that as well, or they've been there for like a wedding or a class or whatever it is. But we do have regular gallery hours. It's Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And right now, I can't stress enough that sort of holiday shopping where people can come out, get something locally made, locally sourced, and handmade.
Yeah.
That's hard to come by, especially in all price ranges. Typically you go on Etsy or whatever it might be, and you see these astronomical prices. But the nice thing is you can come at Art in the Loft and you know the name, first of all, so you know who made it, and then you get the little story behind who they are. We feature biographies of every one of our artists, and they're in all price ranges, so it's really perfect for gifts and gift giving.
Yeah, and just so people out there know, it's not just paintings.
No, right.
There's woodworking, there's ceramic, there's all kinds of dishes and coffee mugs, and the coffee mugs are incredible,
They
by the
are
way.
awesome.
I
Yes.
did pick up a couple of those, and a Johnny Cash print.
Nice, all right,
Or
good.
no, Willie Nelson.
Oh,
sorry.
perfect.
It was the Willie
Yeah,
print.
both are good.
But it's just, there's so many things, and they are, like you said, in the price range where people can actually afford these things.
Right. Well, that's exactly it. And, and just to get people up there to even appreciate that is great as well. I do want to make a shout out to Carol Lund. I'm sure you know Carol. We are doing a 1-month show through the new year. It's a little offshoot. It's a little display off to the side as you get off the elevator. And it's Barbie Teaches Art History. So if you didn't know this about Carol Lund, she has over hundreds, 200, 300 Barbies. Well, she procured and selected a selection of 20 of those that all interpret one era of art. So you're talking all the way from Renaissance to Egypt to ancient China, all the way up to Andy Warhol and Van Gogh, and to modern and even local artists. There's a Judy Dolly Barbie that we have up in the loft right now.
Really?
Yes. So it's great. So this is a 1-month exhibit. It's in the midst of Winter View, so you can just come up during our normal hours and come see this one-time exhibit.
And
just a view. Just a view. Yeah.
And you're located on at the Center Building on 2nd Street.
Yep. Take the elevator to 3rd floor or the stairs.
Or the stairs.
Yep, you got it. And head on up, and as soon as you get off that elevator, you'll see the Barbie Teaches Art History display, which is just so cool because there's a little presentation next to each one. It's very timely. Barbie's popular with the movie, so it all kind of makes sense.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
And as we talk about some of the other opportunities, you have the Rick Hasso Scholarship Fund that is available.
Yeah, so we're just off the heels of our fundraiser, and I want to give a big shout out to all of our people that attended that. It was a very successful fundraiser. We were able to bring in over $30,000 that night.
Awesome.
Towards operations, towards our programming, which is so important. But then the main part of the night was our special appeal, which was to raise funds for a brand new scholarship fund called the Rick Hasso Scholarship Fund. This is in memory. A couple months ago, October, we lost our longtime friend. He was a longtime volunteer at the Loft and then became our gallery manager for 8 years. He was there ever since I've been there. So he was definitely my right-hand man, and he made the gallery look what it is. He prided himself on making sure that gallery was sparkling as people came in and they got the best customer service that they could get. So that was another whole piece to that Art in the Loft experience. People come up for an experience, and he was a big part of that. So there was no better way to honor him, we thought, after he lost his battle with his health in October. And he was an appreciator of the arts, he supported artists, and then he was an instructor as well. So he taught his famous handmade tortilla class probably a dozen times up in our Culinary Arts Center. And if you go to our website, artintheloft.org, you'll see a photo of him right on our homepage of him doing what he does best, making those tortillas in our kitchen. And we just thought, this is no better way to continue not only what he did for the Loft and kind of what he meant to the Loft, but so other people can get experience that. He loved being a part of our kiddos coming through our classes, whether it's our REACH program, our Ready, Set, Create, or just our culinary classes on the weekend with our kids. And we want people to just know that there is nothing holding them back from getting that experience. They can come to our website, look through all of our classes, go up to the Create tab there, look at our visual art classes, our culinary classes, and if there's something that interests them, and all of a sudden the parents or the student looks at the price and says, well, I can't do that. That is not holding them back. Every person in Alpena visiting, whether you're here and you live here, has that opportunity, and we will not turn them down.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity.
Yeah.
And thank you for doing that.
Well, you got it. Yes,
in
of
the
course.
community.
Yeah.
You know, and speaking of your the classes that you have, the culinary arts and the visual arts classes, you have some that are coming up here in December.
Yeah, you got it.
That sounds a lot of fun. Like I think the next one is pajamas and pancakes.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be great. Yeah, and then we have Tracy Boyle coming up to do an ambient sound experience. Like I said, everything's kind of like its experience, right? It's really multi-sensory that we're trying to do, diverse in age range with what we're trying to do, and then learning that people can come up and experience art, and it's not just drawing, it's not just painting. Yes, those are very much a part of it, but it's what sort of enlivens all of your senses. If it's tapping into taste or feel or sight or touch, chances are it's steeped in art, and we want people to know that they can experience that at Art in the Loft. So,
and
yeah.
it's something for everybody.
This
You
is
know,
exactly
all
right.
ages.
That's exactly right.
The one that had just come was it was an event with Santa, correct?
Yeah, so correct. We had, well, we did a hot cocoa night,
Yeah.
and we had Santa, and we had, you know, all this. So we get, the nice thing is with that too is a lot of parents are like, well, do I stay with my kid, or I'm an adult and I want to take the class,
Yeah.
can I? That's what we want. You know, we want people pairing out multi-generational situations where they walk away and say, man, I had a really good time. And then they're like, oh, and that was all through art. And that's what we want.
And it's so fun because your team presents it in such a great way that's engaging to everybody. And anybody that goes through any of the culinary arts classes that you and your team puts on or any of your volunteers, no one walks away thinking, boy, this is something I don't think I'll do again.
Right.
It's,
No,
when's
it's
the next
exactly
one?
right.
When's the next
That's
one?
what we wanted.
Yeah.
And just finding that next opportunity. Or even taking that home and saying, I learned this and now I can do it at home. You know, and just making that art an everyday part of their life.
And then passing it on to the next generation as you go. But
Exactly right.
my friend,
All right, good to see you, Brad.
thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
And thank you again for being on the show and
Thank you.
talking about your wonderful organization.
I appreciate that.
Thank you all for joining us as we continue to learn about the wonderful world of nonprofits in our community. Stay tuned after the break for the ACC segment.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Dr. Don McMaster, president of Alpena Community College. I'd like to share our time together today and talk about a couple issues that the college is in the middle of, you might say. These are good things, but challenges nonetheless. Something that's happened over the last 12 to 18 months is we have a large number of very valuable, high seniority, great folks who are retiring. So succession is what is the term that's applied to that. There's lots to it, but if you watched last week, we had a very nice interview with our retiring VP for Administration and Finance, Richard Sutherland. You know, he's been our CFO for 25 years. You know, there's a tremendous amount of knowledge and institutional knowledge, integrity, expertise, understanding cycles of work, understanding the overall the bookkeeping related to financial aid, all manner of things that are foundational to the college. We have our VP for Instruction is new in July. She's doing a great job, Dr. Paige Gordier, doing a great job. We have a new VP, or not a new VP, but our Human Resources Director, Melissa Guy, is new, and she's doing a wonderful job. We have a new Director of Information Technology, Lisa Snyder, who is doing a great job. She replaced Jeff Blumenthal, who also did a great job for 30 years for the college. We have a new nursing director, actually two new nursing directors, one in Oscoda, one in Alpena. Quite a turnover in our nursing faculty. We have a new library director. We have a new athletic director. We have a new Higher Learning Commission coordinator. Higher Learning Commission is our accreditation, our accreditors, and they are the ones who determine whether or not we're operating a quality program that has integrity. It's an extremely important piece, accreditation. And we have a new facilities director. Our current facilities director, Dr. Nick Breggy, is going to be moving up to VP for Administration and Finance, a move we're very excited about. We think he'll do a great job. But his position opened up, so that spot is responsible for managing all the facilities and all the things related to facilities, capital projects we're doing. In many cases dealing with vendors, and it's a big job. So, and if you go back a little bit further, we have a new financial aid director, a very, very important piece. So all these, this changeover of staff is significant. It provides opportunities for new people to come in and bring new ideas, new blood, new energy. This is a good thing, but the folks that are leaving, we miss. And I just wanted to share with you kind of a slight permutation on this issue that struck me as being perhaps the best expression of it. You know, I'm always looking for things that personalize or make things real, less abstract. So this comes from our update. It's an insert that goes in the Alpena News. And I have a little bit, and then I'm leading into the words of somebody who's retiring. So my president's message: one of the most joyful aspects of community college leadership is seeing students enter our classrooms, grapple with the demands of college, overcome obstacles, graduate, and move on to build successful lives. Occasionally, ACC students become ACC employees. And one such student, Yuko Fellows, recently retired after 16 years of exemplary service as a computer technician at ACC. Renowned for her infectious positivity and unflappable problem-solving demeanor, I wanted to share her message to staff upon her recent retirement. It says a lot about Yuko and ACC as well, so enjoy. So this is Yuko's statement. Dear ACC friends, I started at ACC in 1998 as a non-traditional student, newly divorced, but did not want to uplift my children from the life they knew. I needed to get marketable skills and earn an income quickly, and I was so glad that I could go back to school without relocating. I have a bachelor's degree in Japan, but I had no idea how the American community college system worked. After the assessment exam, I was sent to Mrs. Erlob, and she recommended taking just 2 classes because of my language barrier. I took Mrs. Titus's speech and Mr. Goujon's math class. My first final with math, I accidentally deleted my exam, but Mr. Goujon gave me extra time to complete it. My last semester, I was juggling 3 jobs and catching up with graduation requirements with online courses. Mr. Hubbard allowed me to switch my exam day so I could have more study time. While taking classes at ACC, I built my confidence and my identity. And when I graduated with the John M. Grant Front Runner Award, Dr. Newport asked me where I was going to next, and I answered him proudly that I got a job and I'm staying in Alpena. I did not understand his disappointment at that time because I was so happy to be employed with my newly earned degree. My story at ACC and life after graduation is not like commencement speakers' decorated stories, but it is my success story. I wanted to take care of my family and stay where we were. And I succeeded because the people who worked at ACC helped me. Please always remember that you make a difference in your students' lives. I came back to ACC to work in 2007. Thank you so much for sharing my work life the last 16 years. What a great time I had working with you all, and I miss you all, Yuko Fellows. So my response is thank you, Yuko. It was a joy to have you with us. Enjoy your retirement knowing you made an enduring impact on the lives of students and staff at ACC. We'll miss you. So this is my message to the retirees at ACC. Enjoy your retirement knowing that you made an enduring impact on the lives of students and staff and the community at ACC. So happy holidays. Thank you folks for watching the Talk of the Town. We'll see you again next week.
This has been Talk of the Town with your host Bradley Summers and Dr. Don McMaster. For a list of community events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at WBKB11.com and click on our community link. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production. All rights reserved.